And we had a helicopter on one side of the interstate follow us all the way.
Why was he following you?
Just big wheel, a big time. I'm saying he followed because the goddamn it was mafia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And we told him we were hungry, so he buys us a big jug of fucking beef jerky.
Yep.
Big jet fucking jug of it.
From Exxon, the Exxon station.
Yeah. So we chowed on it, me and my partner.
Wow. Yeah, man. You like a new modern day Kerouac. Did you ever see Jack Kerouac when you were out there in San Diego?
No.
Yeah. He played line for Ackley, and just was really good. Kind of like more my age, but then just instantly running around, riding, hopping trains. But yeah. When was your first big adventure, Brian? How old were you the first time you left Iowa for California?
1986.
How did you get there?
Hitchhike all the way. There's these girls up above the bar in Parkersburg. They offered to give us a ride to Des Moines. They dropped us off at Des Moines Airport.
Okay, yeah.
That's how we started. Then we walked all the way to fucking hitchhiked all the way to it was winter time, about a foot of snow or so on the ground, and we got a ride we hitchhiked from Des Moines to what's the name of that fucking Kansas City.
Yep.
We ended up underneath a bridge over in Kansas City, outskirts of Kansas City. We had to go find firewood because it was colder than fuck that night.
Damn.
So we were underneath the bridge lighting a fire.
Yep.
That's how we stayed warm. So then we get up in the morning and this preacher lady picks us up while we were hitchhiking. She picks us up and gives us each $20 for a meal. When she dropped us, she gave us right about 150 miles. Then to a big ass truck stop down that way. So we got dropped off there. And she treated us really good. And from there we jumped in a brand new 1986 Peterbilt truck, brand spanking new. And this guy had a knife on his truck hanging from his steering column, and he used it in Vietnam. He's a Vietnam guy. So we get down to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the biggest truck stop in the world back then, but now it's in Des Moines, Iowa. And
yeah, you're south now. You're on Route 66.
Yeah.
South by Southwest.
Yeah. And then we go up a hill. Well, we got another semi bumped into us. He gets out with his cowboy boots and kicks both of his headlights out.
Whoa.
He's sitting in the goddamn semi.
Whoa.
Yeah. He took his cowboy boot and kicked him.
Yeah.
Took the heel of his boot, booted them, both of them.
Why do you do that?
We got the fuck out of there. He bought a feature sandwich.
Yeah.
That
guy's a good guy. Get them young boys a sandwich. Fuck it. Yeah. I'm going to kick my taillights out and then get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And then this little old lady following behind
you.
Hold that thought.
His buddy's fucking good. I can tell you a big story on
what? Hold that thought. Just hold it. All right, go.
This truck driver was pissed off. This little old lady's following behind him with the headlights shining in his mirror going down the road for like 15 minutes. He got out, grabbed a ball-peen hammer, walked back there, broke both of her headlights out, and got back in his truck and drove off.
Oh, yeah.
What did Jack Kerouac say about that?
Who?
Jack Kerouac.
I don't know.
Well, remember that dog that you had to throw away fucking up 20 miles road, and then finally came home? He said, I think that dog said, I'm sick of being Jack Kerouac.
Oh, Pee-wee.
Pee-wee Herman.
He never killed another chicken like again.
Oh, yeah.
He learned the hard way 20 miles down the road.
So we go up this hill. We go from Albuquerque. We go up the mountains in Colorado. The big mountains. This fucking semi went straight up that son with his Peterbilt with a load on. Went straight up this fucking hill for a long ways to the mountain, top of the mountain. and we had a bunch of blackbirds flying over us. All right.
Yeah.
And he honks his horn on the semi. These blackbirds go up the V. We go right underneath the V of the blackbirds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't kill any of them or anything?
Didn't kill any of them.
Wow.
It was just a V.
Up in the mountains, that'd be something.
Yeah, it was pretty. And then he dropped us off in fucking California and Long Beach, California, and we were on our own. We were on foot, man.
On foot, on a mission.
This,
Running around L.A.
Yeah.
Straight from the Midwest. What's the first thing you learned in L.A.?
Don't make you turn on the
Don't
freeway.
walk down Main Street in the daytime.
You have to drive 7.5 miles one direction to turn around to get back to where you're going.
No, I'm on foot. We're talking about foot.
Yeah.
But that's a good observation too, in case people that are on foot,
Yeah.
decide to buy a car. But so what, you guys walking around Long Beach and
Yeah, for a couple days.
did you find? I bet the first thing on your mind were bikini babes.
Oh yeah, this goddamn woman on this big crowd of people. I'm like, I can see about Cavalier because he's 6'4" and got his hands up, you know. He's 6'4", standing there going like this. I'm over here, and this Vietnamese girl was real pretty. She wanted me she slept in her dad's yacht. She wanted me to come down to sleep with her down in bed. I ain't got no money. My partner's over there. See him waving at me way over there. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm from Iowa. So I said, well, you don't have to pay me money. You can stay with me free.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're getting a special discount for being good looking.
Him over to you. Then.
Being crazy. I'm getting the hell out of
I
there.
had a 16-year-old runaway come sit next to me playing my guitar. I think she kind of wanted to camp out in my car with me. I was like, this is unethical.
So then we get back to our fucking our station where we were staying for
Yep.
2 nights.
Yeah.
So we get back there, and all of a sudden the cops are in there. I mean, there's food all around the ground inside. They broke in. Someone broke in and threw a bunch of chunks of ham on the floor. All that
Whoa.
crap. We got the hell out of there. We didn't want to sit and wait for the cops to get there or whatever. So we just took off to L.A. Here we come. Venice Beach. Went to Venice Beach first. Oh, Hulk Hogan was lifting weights in there.
In Muscle Beach, yeah.
Yeah, Muscle Beach.
Nice.
He was in there lifting weights. The ladies with skirts on with roller skates. They'd be skating by us.
Right on. How much longer did you stay in LA till you went back to Iowa?
We were in LA. We went right through LA that same day. It was an all-day trip. We got through there, and then we stopped on the edge of the interstate. There's a cafe there, and I asked this chick that worked at the cafe wanted to go with us. Hitchhike down to Phoenix.
Right.
But she goes, I better not. I got kids at home.
Wow, it's like Big Sur by Jack Kerouac.
Yeah. So we started hitchhiking on the interstate again, and then that's when we had that mafia member pick us up with that fucking red car. And we got dropped off.
And you're like, is this the Greyhound back to Waterloo?
Me and him were drunk by the time we got to Phoenix. Yeah. So he was a professional painter.
All right.
Cavaliers guy.
Okay.
He painted that black velvet with that lady laying there with a black velvet sign.
Oh, no
He
shit.
came up with that sign. So the guy that he painted for became rich at some.
Yeah, kind of sounds like Steve Potter.
Yeah. So he did that. Cavalier did. He did it over in Parkersburg. He had a little barn to paint in. I'd go over and visit him. We'd smoke weed every night. Drink beer.
So, by the time you got back to Iowa, what was the first thing you wanted to tell everybody about California and Los Angeles?
I didn't have time because when I got back, I'm sitting at my mom's house. I had to take a shower because I needed one. So I went down to the basement. And here comes an unmarked cop down there. Gets me while I'm naked down there taking a shower. And he comes and brings me to jail, Butler County. Because me and Cavalier, before this incident even started, the reason why we took off, we had a parked car down on 4th Street in Waterloo here.
Right.
Went around the corner, it was icy, smacked into it. Totaled it out. And he got it for his second OWI. I was on my second public intox.
All right.
So that's why. That's where we took off.
Right on. Well,
Judge let us out. Judge let us
in
out.
jail, what did you tell other inmates about the land of
I
California
can't even remember.
in Los Angeles?
That we might be hitchhiking. But we got back to Parkersburg, got everything settled. Fucking next day we were hitchhiking. We got that right.
You just heading a different way.
Yeah.
Which direction did you head? North, east, west, or south?
Whichever way Des Moines is from Parkersburg, that's southeast.